Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Sandra. Thank you so much for joining me. Sorry, my voice is still a little bit off because I still have laryngitis. It's been almost 2 or 3 weeks now, and I thought it was bad, and I felt like it was getting better, and then I don't know, it sounds worse again. So I don't know what's going on, but apologies for the voice if it sounds a little off. Today, we're going to be looking at my March goals and my Cultivate What Matters power sheets. We're going to flip to March right away. And here's my calendar. So when I film my goal videos, usually lately I have been filling out beforehand and then talking about it. It's probably good for this video because it still hurts to talk a little bit. So if I'm talk too much, then my voice gets even worse and then you won't be able to hear me at all. So when I do these goal videos, you basically get a couple of pages. The first one's your monthly reset. The next one is your monthly calendar so you can make your plans. Then the next one is the break it down page. And then the final one is the tending list. And on the back of that, you've got your month in review. So how I always start these is with the calendar. I take any information that I have on my future log and I put it down in here. So that includes appointments, like kids' functions, anything related to school, anything related to like medical stuff or home, anything. I write it all down here. So I don't have any work stuff because again, I kind of seclude that in my work planner, which is fine. And the only thing I was thinking of in the future is like, it does help to plan my work content on here because like, for example, if we're going to Vancouver, then I know that like Monday will be busy. So that would be like the only benefit to doing that. But I always kind of check my plans before like when I'm working and I always work around it. And that's the nice thing about having your own business or working from home is that you can work around things and change it to your needs, which is amazing. Okay, so for March, we've got a couple of things going on. There's a couple of doctor's things, and then a trip to Vancouver. But for that, I think that's the only thing we're doing, and it's only like a one-day trip. So we leave Sunday, come back on Monday. So first thing that's happening, my son's birthday is actually February 28th. We had his birthday booked for the 2nd, but I had to move my Vancouver appointment from the 23rd, 24th of February to the 1st and 2nd of March. So we're going to have his party on Saturday instead. And then we're going to move Vancouver to Sunday, Monday. So I have planning for that. I gave out the invitations today and I just have to invite some people, like our family and stuff. So then moving to Wednesday, you can see I've put all of my budget days on the Wednesday and then all of the pay days on Friday. So sometimes I just put that in there just so I'm aware. But that stuff is also in a different planner. I use the Budget Mom budget book for that. So technically that doesn't necessarily need to go in here either. So the first thing, I've got a doctor's appointment on Thursday the 6th. The 6th is going to be a very, very busy day. So I've got my doctor's appointment for me and my son. We have to go to St. Albert for 10:30, and then we're going to head to West End because it's going to be part of his birthday gift. We are going to the coin and card shop for him to exchange some hockey cards and see what's there. And then that same night, we have his skating practice. Okay, the next day, I have a vaccine for my son. Daylight savings time. Like, I have to say March is like my favorite month. Oh, and I realized I didn't even put my, goodness, I didn't put St. Patty's Day in here, which is crazy. Like, March is my favorite month, and I can't even say favorite month. Technically, like I always say this every time I talk about like March to like basically August. Summer is my favorite season. I love when it's warm. I love hot weather. It can be like 40 degrees. It's amazing to me, okay? But the thing I like the best about spring is that it's like the part where you are getting to the warm weather, but you're not quite there, but you're almost there, but you're looking forward to it. So that's why March is like my favorite start, because and plus it's my birthday month, but because it is we're getting into the good stuff. You know what I mean? I hope you know what I'm talking about. Like that expectation, that looking forward to things. That is like my favorite feeling in the world. Okay, so where were we here? So daylight savings. I haven't booked this. It's just kind of like a note, but I have to get my son checked for iron. We have been giving him an iron supplement now for 3 months because it takes time to build up new red blood cells. So about this time, I have to book um, like a blood check, some blood work done for my son. Okay, and then let's see. Move on to Thursday. We've got skating again. St. Patty's on the 17th. And then I've got the last school registration day, which won't even matter because I'm always like way ahead. First day of spring. This is the second thing. So we've got St. Patty's Day, the first day of spring, and daylight savings. Even though we're losing an hour here, it's still one of my favorite times because now we have more daylight as of that day. So that makes me feel better too. I suffer from seasonal affective disorder, which is called SAD. And it just means pretty much January, February, I've got like feelings of depression, but that is because of the weather, because it is on our darkest day, like the sun sets at like 5 o'clock. And so in summer, on the longest day, our sunset is usually about 11:30 at night. So it's we've got like a really big change, right? And the closer to the equator you are, you don't have those drastic changes in weather patterns. So the further you go, I feel like seasonal affective disorder is a bigger problem than it is closer to the equator. Okay, so first day of spring, we have another skating day, and then we get to the end of March and my birthday party. My birthday is on the 30th, and I'll be celebrating on the 29th, I think. 28th or 29th, I'm not sure which day yet. I always usually go out Friday, but Saturday is like closer to my birthday, so I'll just have to see which day works for my husband and which day he'll come out with me. So that's it for the calendar, but I put all the appointment dates on here. So then coming back to the monthly reset, the same dates go on my calendar. So just for ease of reference, I'm just going to highlight that. So because I've written so much for these things, it's hard to see what they are. Okay, so on my calendar, I'm not going to repeat all of those things, but that's what we're doing. Now, important to do's. I need to see it's either the end of February or beginning of March. I have to register my daughter for either gymnastics or dance class. My son's party on the 1st, my party, skating practice throughout the month. My skating practice, I don't mean his like paid for skating, my son. I'm talking more about me taking my son out to our local rink and going skating, like practicing with him. Okay, Vancouver trip. I need to pick book titles. I already did. I'll show you that in a minute. Organized list for the month. And that is, honestly, I'm not sure what that means. February reviews, submit taxes. Probably do that by the end of February. And then we get our payment in March. Pay property tax. Pay accounts back because we have lots of budgeting stuff to take care of. Find next personal development project. So I'm going to find something because after March is done, Jane's agenda, Master Plan 365 is over. And Jane is doing something else, but she said she's going to take a little bit to figure that out. And so it probably won't be for like April, May. It might be closer to summer. Who knows? So I'm going to try to find something to keep me busy in those months. Okay, and then that's it for there. Goals to make progress on. So I have to do the budget review for February, which I do on the 1st of March. Tidy project list. Date night family dates last month of Jane's agenda professional development. My business analytics stats and financials, and then spring stickers and planner charms. So I'm going to be starting that. I'm filming this on Tuesday the 11th, and I'm going to be pretty much focusing that on Wednesday, like every Wednesday from here until the middle of March or so. Okay, on my mind, so budgeting, catching up on finances. Connor done skating at the end of the month, so hopefully he'll get a certificate if he passes. And then Danica's gymnastics or dance class. Okay, so then we move on to the the break it down page. And I'll show you what I do here. So I have a little sticky that I write down all of my planner setup stuff on. I've got my goal planner for April that I need to check off, my Franklin setup for April, my Planner Perfect setup with the health section, my business content, my budget setup, and then I transfer my goals to my business planner and then my Franklin planner. Okay, so what I write on here, tidy projects, I write down all the things I think I'm going to get to in the month of March. Family dates, these are just some ideas, some brainstorming ideas. Professional development breakdown, this will be the last month. I know what books, but they're not, I haven't bought them yet. I won't buy them until like the beginning of March. And then I just break them down according to the pages per week. And then the house clean. Book titles. So I'm running out of book options, you guys. I'm going to have to start like going on Kindle Unlimited or something. But I have the Anna Green Gables series, so I'm going to go back and read all of the Anna Green Gables books. And then I've got the two for March, Mindset and Grit. Okay, so that is it for my break it down. And then the last page that I'll talk about today is my tending list. So this is where I go to check everything off. I'll give you an example if you're new to this. This is my February, and this is how it's going so far. So you just kind of mark a little bit as you go. So you've got monthly action items, weekly, and then daily action items. So my March monthly action items, registering my daughter for gymnastics or dance, my 100 book goal, so 10 titles this month. I've kind of blocked it all out here. So as I finish a book, I highlight it off. February review and analytics, I've got 5 different things to do there. April planner setups, 3 planners, planner cart bookshelves, house clean, tidy projects, toy cleanup, taxes, birthday party, and then I've got a sale coming in sometime in the middle of March. Okay, and then weekly action items, I've got family date nights I want to happen every week, budgeting every week, meal planning and planning, that kind of, I do my meal planning when I'm doing my Franklin planner, read 2 books per week, tidy organized projects, and personal development. So my usual goal, my aim is to do 2 tidy organized projects per week, but I've pretty much like done a lot of that in all of January and basically February. So I've been doing a lot more. I usually do 1 a day. Maybe one, like I usually do at least 5 a week, at least. And I do multiples in one day, usually Monday, Tuesday. I push myself really, really hard. And then the rest of the week, I give myself a break. Probably not the best thing to do. It's nicer to break things out. Like 2 a week is doable for most people. So I'm not sure if I would recommend doing what I do, but it's what I do. I'm a generator. My human design tape is a generator, and we can just go, go, go. And I feel at times, unless I'm really sick, like I have limitless energy. So I can push myself without food, without anything, without breaks. And it's usually what I do. Sometimes I do it too hard and then I realize I've like overdone it. That rarely ever happens to me though. I'm very lucky in that way. And I'm not trying to brag either. It's just I know who I am and I know what works for me. But if that does not work for you, I suggest breaking it up like more for yourself and like do 2 things a week instead of like 5 a day. So yeah, don't do what I do what I say. Okay, and then daily action items. These are the things I like to track every day. So I have my expenses, water, 10-minute tidy, which is cleaning up after my kids every day. If you guys have kids, you know what I mean. It's more like a 4 times 10-minute tidy. School, that is like if my son has homework or he does his reading, I check it off. Reading for myself, planner perfect entry, and then my health. So if I've done something towards my health, like working out, getting my steps, doing something in that regard, or even going to a doctor's appointment, sometimes I'll mark that off. But there you have it. So that is my March goals for 2025. I hope you guys enjoyed this quick video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did. If you are new, please subscribe, click on the bell button, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.